stream. Make sure y'all are getting started over on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. How are you? It's good to see you. Yes, I am not using Streamlabs OBS. I have been stubborn and use only vanilla OBS. I believe there is a chat thing here too, but I believe it's just Twitch chat. Well, it's not, but yeah, like it's just Twitch chat. Yeah. Yeah. It's not like an especially principled stance. Like I felt very vindicated when the Streamlabs stuff came out a few years ago, and I was like, I knew it. I knew I was right. But I still use Streamlabs for now because I keep forgetting to change off it. Nurse is a hell of a thing. Anyway, shall we? Hello, folks of YouTube. I'm Essel. Welcome back to Apollo Justice. Let's get rolling. Let's get rolling. This the VODs may not go up as VODs. We'll find out. But the stream is here, and the stream already started. So if you want to join us live, come on by Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, here on YouTube or twitch.tv/SL_TV. Links to the main channel and the Twitch stream down below, as well as the Discord. Hey, Apollo. What? Well, you know, actually, nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not. Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, you know, the trial today, I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, or maybe, well, I'm just as bad as you. See? It's so vague, clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something, though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IPXX314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. And the victim, Mr. Latouche, who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lamoureux told the whole court. I love this recap, by the way. Thank you. You're getting it right now, Faye, actually, so here you are. The voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. He's him. That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche, when I heard the gunshots fired, it was him. It was Mr. Darien. There's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. Someone has been killed, Trucy. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, he's some kind of stray that just wandered in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. Top secret? Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine, right. Well, time's a wasting, as they say. Well, let's investigate. That's the spirit. I don't know why that came to mind. What show was that? It was like a Nickelodeon show. Oh my god. That's the spirit. I don't know. Okay. Let's move on out of here because this is just recap, usually. We can do it, I guess. Lamoureux dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darien. Lamoureux said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. Oh my gosh. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called. Somehow, I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Right. Did you ever look up on stage? Maybe at Darien, even? You bet I did. He is one of the Governor's guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh. Right. All the Governors have a rock-solid alibi. He could not have shot Mr. Latouche backstage. But Lamoureux heard him, didn't she? She heard Darien backstage, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. Interpol agent. I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead of making some silly name? Yeah, anyway, you think he was investigating Lamoureux? I have an international, I have a police, boom, Interpol. She's not a criminal, she couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearance is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces. Only we're that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. getting a headache. But something being our case, the last something, I mean. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What are the Splatoon's up to? Ah ha 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 ha. Trucy, was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Let's go! Have we heard this song before? I think we have. Oh, hold on. We're getting unstable connection to Twitch. Are y'all looking good on Twitch right now? I'm getting stable on my end, but the Twitch dashboard is showing me unstable. Oh. That's awkward. Can I dip that now? It says the bitrate's actually too high. Let's try. See if that helps. Fascinating. Grammar-y? How do we pronounce this, man? I can't get enough of this, though. This is incredible. Hey, the other day. Eek. We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. And ears? Hardly. We meet again. So true. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that? It's you, Uncle Valant. Uncle Valant, he's your uncle? No, silly. It's the great Grammar-y. Valant Grammar-y. Grammar-y? Grammar-y? Grammar? Grammarier? Grammari? I don't know, and I can't look this up because it will probably spoil something. The Grand Magician. Whoa, that's okay. Yes, it is I, the great Valant Grammari, as seen on television. You please stop smirking like that. No, we can't. Impossible. It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years, to be exact. My, how you've grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valant. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is the great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. Hell yeah. And do not quail, quake, or quiver, I am quite tame. Though my stardom... Oh, no worries. Yeah, how do we pronounce his name? Is it Grammari, Grammari, Grammar... How do we pronounce this name? Hold on, I'm gonna speak one more time because Twitch is giving me a weird bitrate issue. Grimoire. Grammar? Okay. We'll go with Grammar. I'm trying to see what's going on. Twitch is convinced my average bitrate is too high right now, which I don't think is the case, but... You call him Valant, too. Until my stardom may sear the sight, I am quite down to earth when need calls. Okay, yeah, it just dipped back to excellent, which is good. Huh, strange. I'm gonna bump it up a couple hundred kilobytes a second. I've got the internet for it, so I think when I set it to 6K, it was like fluctuating above 6K, and I know that's a no-no. There's a certain aura to him. It's true. Jojo? Dragon Ball Z? Well, that's not the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Right? No, I mean my real daddy. Oh. first confirmation of this. Oh. Trussy's real father? Whoa, that was sudden and casual. Once upon a time, Troop Grammar included 2 Grand Magicians. Is that her dad? Myself, Valant Grammar, my partner, Zach Grammar. And this Zach was my real daddy. Trussy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it, not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Oh, the most like casually savage thing of all time. That's what I'm saying. I was saying the same thing. Everybody knew the timeline didn't add up, but we hadn't gotten any sort of a hard confirming game yet. Not even comic relief, at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. Okay. Troop Grammar. Wait, Apollo, don't tell me you don't know about Troop Grammar. Troop Grammary. Oh, there we go. Grammary. No, but it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life, lamentably listless lad. This is a great sprite. Oh, heart, diamond on Trucy, club on her dad. To not know of the greatest true magician on the planet. Valant Grammary? Grammary. Grammary. The name I'd heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. Then escaped from a high security prison. You said he's a magician. I opened the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troop Grammary. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammary. Yes, Zach. Zach Grammary. A master maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way. I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons. 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valant. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum, the first time in 7 years, I could fain not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. To learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. It was a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape? Quite so. A recording at the concert, no less. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Grammary. So true. Will you watch it? Oh, right now? Okay. Okay, watch the stage carefully. And also, is that Darian on the side? We'll watch Darian too. How do they do this illusion? So the silhouette on stage didn't move. Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. Yo, Faye, thanks for the points. Oh my goodness. That's good fortune for tonight. So, what's the word? Mysterious. There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. This Volant Grammar has good reason to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. A timer? Oh, hold on, checking on Charlie. True, Magatamas. Oh, yep, hold on. Oh no. Well, good morning, Mr. Charlie. Ah, Mr. Charlie! Your leaves! Maybe you weren't giving him enough water? No, it must be stress. He's worried about the new recruit at the office. Hey, don't blame it on me. You are watering him, right? It was Daddy's turn to water him this week. Ah. Trey's been away on his top secret mission. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. This is all my fault. I'll water you soon, promise. Okay. We've seen the office several times now. Nothing's changed. We can do it again if we want to, but otherwise, let's just, you know. That's still in the middle of the song there. Did I miss a Charlie then? Or is that scripted? I don't see a stunt. What about Lamar vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice. Okay, cool. So you don't need to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand is prestidigitation. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at the concerts. Yes, I was there to watch my trick take to the air, so you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course. I am like a deity with the stage as my domain. I suffered a mystery upon these floodlit boards not grasped tightly twixt by fingers. It is a potent, primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now, Trucy, that's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not. My knowledge and my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that the terrible occurrence happened later. Well after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh. Don't even ask. I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on? I, Valant Grammary, may now take my leave, Miss Trucy. There's no need to rush, Uncle Valance. You should stay a while. I'm afraid I cannot, I may not, I shall not. I have been asked to assist with anything else, and so I shall slink back to the scene. So we'll be at the concert venue today. Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, Crocodile. Whoa. The world was cloak and a wink of his eye. He turned and walked out through the door. Normally. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right. Valant Grammary. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamor disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. Quick stop by the center to see who is available for speaking, although not that we can actually speak to our boy here. Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Alright. The air fence. And he lied. Lied? Machi Tobaya can see. Ah, Machi. Speak the devil. Looks like he's doing okay. I forget. Why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings, but since we're here, anyway. Might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, well, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. The glint. So what do you think of the trial today? I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, also that ends well. Nothing more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win. No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi may not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. Huh? think he said, I'm sorry I cannot speak your language, but you are a very beautiful young maiden. I never trust a translator. Hey. This game was translated, Apollo. This was not written. Hey. I'm glad Lamar testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darian of the Governors, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happens. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. No one told him there's a new suspect. How would he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. Must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know. Machi doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Borginian. He doesn't speak English. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning? Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see, but what if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious and only one thing to do, you should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get him, some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. So, Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see and Lamar can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're going to get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Okay. Fascinating. July 9th, the Sunshine Coliseum with the Guilty as Charged tour. Ooh, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation? Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? I guess. Sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training, this is the perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. Oh, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I am a lawyer. Then you're in luck because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, objection? I do. Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. A guilty as charged is hilarious. Look, a blimp. This is, like a prosecutor band, right? So, yeah, it works out. Those balloons next to it have sponsor ads on them. Let's see. Big sale, all shows 50% off. Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door. Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today. It's huge. And Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday I'll fight my first battle on this stage. Battle? Well, yeah, it's a Coliseum, isn't it? They don't do gladiatorial contests in these places anymore, Trucy. Really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped. Sometimes I worry about her. Magic is Trucy's Roman Empire. Look, a massive sign for the Guilty as Charged tour. Giant prosecutor Gavin stares out over the arena. Ooh, maybe I can take it to the office when they're done with it. Where would you put it? You couldn't even get that thing to the front door. Then I'll put it outside. I bet it'd be good for business. Just as long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute. Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me. Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder? Oh, the blue badger. What's that creature there? Well, that's the police mascot, the blue badger. Yeah, it's life-size. Haven't you seen them around town, patrolling the streets? Yes, now even Law and Order has a mascot. I don't know if that thing if it wasn't a criminal. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky. I don't think you're showing the true blue badger spirit, Apollo. Alright, let's get inside. That's cute, though. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lemurar. I'm sorry, but today there's nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by, though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before you spotted you just now, and we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times today before. Oh, you must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place, or so she claimed yesterday. But how? Give me 1 second, folks. We'll be right back. And thank you all for the patience. Welcome back. All right, the voice. It was quite a statement you made today in court about hearing Darian Grisham's voice at the scene of the crime. Did not know his name, but never forget a voice. She's confident. Wait, Lemuror, was something the matter? That voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. No way. I said in court. On my way backstage from the stage, that is when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something. Next moment I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real. I was in quite a hurry myself. Left the scene at once. So it really was Darian's voice she heard. Yeah. True. At least she certainly thinks it was. I met Machi before my debut as Lamoror. I was singing in a restaurant in Borginia, and he was playing the piano. Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Then we started playing opposites, with Machi pretending he couldn't see. Ah, no, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. Must have been tough for Machi pretending to be couldn't see and all that, while acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm and signal me things I should know. He was a smart, gentle boy. You can see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. Oh, Mr. Latouche. Ah, yes, he was an Interpol agent, I heard. So you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover. Someone was after him. I had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea. I can only assume that he was investigating me, but why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded? Right. The darkness is that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart. I have no memory of the time before I became Lamarar. I woke from darkness into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What's that you said about not being able to remember the lights? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lamarar is lost to me. But I don't think you... True. I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might be related to this case? No, that seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamarar. I thank you. Machi, too, tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. Interesting. Take a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me, that was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other? Remember? Ah, yes. Apparently, they hired a professional magician. Valant Gramarye. I was wondering, think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Gramarye made me swear to never tell the soul. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know. I'm reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes. When I was walking in this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this? It's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What do you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I wonder whose this is. We use it for communication. It'd be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. Finally! Give the prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. So can I put it on? Headset attached to Trucy. Attached? That's some kind of robot, Apollo. Everyone's staff is wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. It's possible that Darian lost his. 10 for that, little buddy. This is Trucy reporting in. Over. Why the sudden silence? No one answered. Don't be silly. What good is a receiver that doesn't receive? That's like Emma not performing forensic investigations. Make her sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine. Which is just silly, unless she is a super high-tech android that runs on snackoos. Oh man. Okay, let's start with the Gaviners. Crime scene. Oh, not crime scene, I'm sorry. Crime scene. Ah, something new. What do you mean, no clues here? Hey, look, a part of the carpet's been torn up here. Probably had the luminol testing on in court. Luminol, right. You know what I couldn't stop thinking? Who's going to pay for this carpet? Oh, it's not us. Maybe the shooter? I guess it's true what they say, crime doesn't pay. I would hope that carpet replacement costs weren't the only thing holding you back. I would hope so too. Where's number one? Oh, there it is. The murder weapon, so it belonged to Mr. Latouche. That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns. Mr. Latouche was a big man, but how about the person who shot him? Wouldn't they have to be about his size? Which points us back to Darian. This was the window where Lamarar saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple. Kinda hard to see a crime when you can't see, but she did hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way? Oh. I think that's maybe more relevant than we thought it was. Hold on, I think that might be very relevant. We have some ducts up here. Headset? Headset? Oh, hold on. There's a lot going on there. They found Machi to buy his fingerprints on the air vents. What's with the long face? It's a little lackluster, you know? Lackluster? I mean, using the air vent is so obvious. No audience is going to pay good money to see a trick like that. Things must look different through a magician's eyes. It'd be much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window. Don't go there, you'll get your head stuck. The shooter must have used that to climb up the vent. All this tragedy because someone left the stepladder here. I don't think Mr. Latouche was shot because of the ladder. He was Machi? I guess. That air vent is pretty small after all. Does that prove he was at the scene? Did he escape in the time between the gunshots and us opening the door? Look, it's fruit. Fruit, Apollo. Fruit! Or do the first time. It sure is a lot of fruit. I doubt anyone would miss a bit of watermelon. I know I'll make it vanish into my stomach. Better not. They might make you pay for it. And if you have the money for that, you should probably repay at the office first. Watermelons are that expensive? These could have been imported from some exotic locale for all we know. Great point. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Ooh, that song. Isn't that the one Lamar was singing? No, you're right. The guitar serenade. Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this. I'd come to see that. House is full and has won the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh! That's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is. Uncle Valant! What exactly are you doing here? Is this like the magician's theme? Because when did we hear this in case 1 or 2? Was it part of Trucy's theme? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I'm inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss. The Lamar teleportation illusion. Ooh. Should anything go wrong, it reflects poorly upon me and my troop. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remember that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey Apollo, maybe Uncle Valant can shed some light on this whole thing for us. This is like the Trucy intro. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lamar's vanishing act was your illusion, right? Indeed. The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, make her disappear, like a dream. Like a dream. Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorceress acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. Disappeared from the top of the tower, but in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. Beal become to me because I'm a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for time and a place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troop Gramarye are concerned. So you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well. And well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me. It troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. I know what you're thinking of in that head of yours. Gramarye, yes, you said. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort? Actually, yes, you're right. Wow. You just read your mind, Apollo. Or everyone tells him that and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. He came... Hold on. He what? His name was Gramarye. It was he who began the great true Gramarye. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play the screens of every TV there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. And several years ago, that time came to an end and my troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard, the TV screen, a barren waste stripped of illusion. That's not true, I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down the supermarket. When you start playing in the supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We own our skill at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Gramarye, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean Yes, Zach Gremery, Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gremery in show business circles. None. I will see his return to glory. I, Valant Gremery. Okay. Unfortunate theory brewing. Unfortunate theory brewing. Was he like... No, he killed Latus though. He would have killed Lamaror, I guess. I was like, is he like jealous of the spotlight on Lamaror? Our founder, Magnifique Gremery, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. Made that a whole jumbo jet go, what happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the living magicians who came to this door, only Zack and I have the talents. In no time at all, Valant and Zack were the shining stars in the Gremery crown. Cool, huh? And Zack Gremery was my daddy. Now that Magnifique and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valant Gremery, who brings the Gremery miracle back to the big stage. I'm rooting for you. Ms. Trucy, you cannot grow quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill coming up. How do you manage to get the topic of this case so quickly all the time? We'll examine this MF piano. This one big piano. I've never actually played one. Yo, what's up, Ozzy? Oh, sorry for yawning. How are you? Good. Welcome in. Heh. You should give Mr. Red to teach some time. Oh, right. I thought you were just saying Shogun. I was like, sure. I was like, my brain was like, Steel Samurai, ... and then my thought just like trailed off. Oh. Hello, Ozzy. Is Shogun any good? Has anybody watched it yet? When was the last time I was taught me though? The music is so good, Ozzy. This Magician's track. No, but he can't play either. I kind of feel bad for the guy now. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of Prodigy. Ew. Did you make the noise just now? Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh. Look, this was stuck between the strings. The original is, sure. Some kind of switch? So I must have thrown this into the piano. That, I mean, speaking of inconsistencies. I mean, I don't know. I know, like, artistic liberty and stuff, but, like, I don't know. I just like, I don't see it. I'm not seeing the similarity here. It doesn't look, it's not even close. Like, where's the screen? Press the button? I know you even have that power, Ozzy. The switch sitting here tempting me to push it. Don't. You may blow up the whole Colosseum. Apollo, please. To think that every strange switch triggers a bomb. What kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut in our busy times? Alright, your CPI, please enlighten me. What do you think this does? Maybe turn on me watching Razor and Prosecutor Gaffin's dressing room? Why would it do that, Trucy? A switch as big as a razor trying to razor. Okay. Okay. Words cannot express my shock and chagrin. All I can see before me is the stage and me upon it. Something smaller, something less radiant catches my eye. I mean, I'm saying I'm horrified. You do have that power, certainly, as a taxman. You're getting in on yours. Not much time left to make your mark, huh? This is not how I was seeing it. What? What? Huh. I thought he would have cared about that, but I guess not. Still can't believe we found Machi Mission Latus up on top of that tower. Yeah, I used to not like high places, now I hate them. It's not like it would have been nicer if we found a dead body closer to the ground. Though that reminds me, Daddy's bad with heights, too. Huh, no kidding. I think we had a Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know? Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled objection over it. This is what writing's all about. Writing is about details, right? The details and the imagery from the details. This is such a vivid Phoenix mumbling objection repeatedly on a Ferris wheel with his, you know, surrogate daughter. Or not surrogate daughter, his adopted daughter. Poor guy. Look at all the electronics. They must be sound related. Doesn't seem much of machines like this make you want to just fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo? Please? No, no fiddling, you'll break something. If you're going to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. Images with extremely threatening auras. This screenshot, very threatening aura. That's what Daddy always says. These eggs look kind of expensive. I'll drop it in Discord real quick. Case for a contrabass, I think. You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet. It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument. Yeah, I know. Vine boom. Okay, so Dollar, we know Dollar left the sitting open there. I'm trying to piece things together here. Okay, fascinating that we don't have anything, we'd have nothing else here. Present this to you? Do you think you could tell me about this? I'm sorry, but my information about the outside world is somewhat limited. I only know what I have heard or felt. Huh, she was still pretending she could see then. I mean... Can we push the button? I don't think an examining here is going to be of much help. I like doing a good examination round, but doing the second round is always a little frustrating, a little tough. Oh. So this window is closed. She could have definitely heard, what? Heard via... Oh, yes, thank you. So true, so true, so true. Okay. One quick pass. Okay. Wanted to take a shot. What else is there to do? I mean, we might need to do an examination round, which I don't want to do, but we might need to do it. Instrument case, a big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? Yeah, we heard those. The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion, yeah. The Blue Badger, the police mascot. There's a guy outside in a Blue Badger costume lumbering about. There's even more than those Gaviners posters. All the same. He's the band mascot too, you know. Neither can I. I'll bet there's a story there just waiting to be told. Okay. We've missed something very obvious, I think. Because there's not... I'm so confused that he didn't respond to this. Again? I didn't see a stunt. Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen I couldn't even notice. Don't the bat show true? Simple sleight of hand, a petite prestige again. We heard this in the office. So there was some difference here. Okay. It's against all that is sacred to inquire as to how a trick is performed. Okay, so you tell me how you did it, Trucy. Yeah, but I don't know. Yes. Ah, the proof positive of your profession, yes? Yeah. Might I have a look? Oh, what's this? It is gone! What'd you do with my attorney's badge? Don't be alarmed, Miss Trucy. Take a look into your top it if you would. Eek! It's your badge, Apollo. What's it doing in there? That was amazing. Wasn't it, Apollo? The wasted pouch or wasted top it? Is that some kind of magician speak? Fantastic. Pardon me? I have no money if that's what you want. No, I was just... never mind. But he looked at me with the revolver. What was that? It was almost as if he had seen him before, and maybe he wasn't too happy about it. I'm sus! I'm sus! What am I missing? What am I missing? Let's rewind and go through some facts. Things that we're worried about right now. Lammeror heard something. And I think she did hear Darian. That may not mean that Darian's the killer, but she probably heard Darian. Maybe over the headsets. Maybe just through the PA system. We know that there were lots of comms around, right? So there are ways she could have heard Darian without actually having seen Darian in front of her. And certainly not through the closed window to that room, which was already packed with noise. What are we missing? Oh, this is... what? That's the ladder we used to climb the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget anytime soon. Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know. I'll never climb a tower again, period. I did examine Charlie. Thought we showed her everything, too. Did I miss something out here? I don't think so, but anything is possible. The way this is laid out, and especially colored, she spent it all on an advance to get Gaviner's merch. She hasn't said it tonight, but... This supposed to be your father, Trucy? Someday I'll be as good a magician as Zach Gramarye. You'll see. No wonder she's so devoted to her art. You should have seen him on stage, Apollo. He made them disappear right and left. Poof, poof, poof. Till he made himself disappear. Cool, huh? Yeah, is that how it really happened? You know, that ring kind of gets in the way. Kawaii the other day tripped on it and fell on the floor. Sending my ring rolling out the door, you know how long it took me to find it? It took to call the client. In the end, they walked out without hiring us. Can you clean up a bit? Don't you think the props give the office a festive, fun-filled mood? I'm not sure law offices have to be festive and fun-filled. Apollo, this is the Right Anything agency. As CEO, I want an office that says we know how to have fun. I guess it is her office, isn't it? Okay. I don't really know what's happening. I missed something straightforward and silly. Probably. I just don't know what I could have missed. We were pretty thorough, I thought, you know, outside of like revisiting items. We could just start revisiting items though. How about this one? Steel Samurai Soda. Now in real steel flavor. Huh? Here, my treat. Yeah, this isn't enough change. It's highway robbery. Okay. I don't know, we haven't seen Emma yet tonight though, right? Can I examine the doors, maybe? Yeah, okay, not tonight, yeah. The scene of the crime. It's kind of lightly guarded for being a crime scene. I'm not complaining. It makes it easier for us to get in. Emma gave us her okay, right? We can wander in around and do as we like. How is Emma doing anyway? Hope she's not getting cavities from eating all those chocolate snackoos. The Gavin dressing room, they're all out on the investigation. Being backstage isn't half as glamorous without a band here. Nothing in here changed, though. Right after the shooting took place, Lamar tried to come into this dressing room and dropped her brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important? Yeah. Something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Look at the way those bullets tore through this thick wall. That revolver really was something else. I wonder if someone as little as me could even fire it. Just locating your shoulder would kind of put a crimp on your stage career. Daddy always has stiff shoulders. Maybe that can help loosen him up. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid I might go and actually try it. Nah, just not the guts to pull the trigger, I bet. I thought we had. Maybe I missed something, though. The speaker for monitoring the stage. It was blaring at the time of the shooting. It's a pretty old model for such a nice place. I guess they don't care about sound quality back here, as long as you can hear it. Not that a loss of fidelity could possibly make that music worse. Good speakers must cost a lot. You have any idea how much a nice one that size would cost, Apollo? Probably a good 10 years of your allowance, give or take. What? That's almost $600. Oh no. $5 a month? Poor Tracy. Wait till she finds I need to buy 2 speakers for a stereo. Wait until Apollo finds out you need way more than 2 speakers these days. Oh, hey. Beautiful. We'll try it again, Nazi? Yeah. I thought we had, but... Ask you about this headset, Lemmer? Oh my god, you said that all concert was time for wearing one. Oh, it was so simple. I very frequently forget that sometimes we get an item from somebody, talk to them about it, and then we need to present it to them again. That's always very, I think, very, what's the word? Unintuitive, I think. Because like we literally just talked about it. We had dialogue exchange, the item, like so, and it's not always the case too. It happened earlier too. We had to present the video to Volant right away as well. So thanks for that reminder, because yeah, that is, I think, very unintuitive. Because I think in prior games this has not always been the case either, and in this game it's not always been the case. You sometimes do, and if you discover the item on your own, that's one thing. But I think it's very frustrating when you have to we have to do it right away, and there's no updated dialogue. If it's updated dialogue, that's totally fine. The presented to them is awkward. That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course, and all the band members too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too, then. They're quite helpful, they're limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. Okay. So my theory, I think, is correct. After all, they're only for use on stage, and a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You'd think someone would notice that they dropped their only communications lifeline, so why was this one lying here? Because Darian. That's also why Darian missed his cue. Try the stage again? Okay, makes sense. Huh. Check the dressing room. Every time. This sucks. This sucks. I'm sorry. This is oh my god. This is infuriating. It's not ugh. I get it. I totally get it. Do not get me wrong. I understand why this is like this. It is not like a major black mark on the game. I get it. Oh my god, it's frustrating though. I spend 10 minutes wandering around and figuring out what the game wants me to do, and it's a very simple task. If Emma had been in this room and said oh, and then there was a sort of hint that was she's I think we need something else before we talk to Emma. That's fine. We've narrowed our scope. We get direction and clarity. It's very annoying that we were in this room and Emma was magically not here. Uh-oh. Only one person I know who can munch with such venom. For 5 and 6? What's that? True, yeah, that's a good point. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. No, am I supposed to be happy? Give me the 2nd degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin makes you look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouche left? My department's chief had a field day with that one. Oh, beautiful. So apparently, protagonist in 5 and 6 has a notebook of to-do list, with a to-do list in it, and until you clear all the flags, you don't cross off the thing on the to-do list, so you know you have to finish it up before you go on. Beautiful, finally. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? Well, that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he finished shimming me out. Said it was my reward. Are chocolate snackoos popped down at the precinct or something? Hoping we could check out the crime scene again? Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. What if this is Gumshoe? What if this is Gumshoe? Though I did find something strange. Something strange? Something bizarre? So what did you find? It's so little I must have passed over yesterday. I found one under the sofa. What is it? Part of some device, I think? I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the envelope was familiar, so I had it examined. It turns out it's an antenna. Oh, like on a beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? Electronics, huh? Yes, Snake, this device is an antenna. Is that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? Guitar Serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen, then Lammermoor flew through the air. And Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire, and in the end, a bullet took Mr. Lucius's life, and he went up into the sky with the guitar. Well, 15 feet up at least. This points me, by the way, to Volant, I think, unfortunately. Yes, solid. I shoot my faction machine if it makes an unexpected noise. Snake. Yes, absolutely. That's such a good bit of, like, you know, everything's becoming smart these days, but the, you know, like, computer engineers among us avoid smart appliances at all costs and will shoot their faction machine if it makes a weird noise. This makes me think Volant. Makes me put more stuff on Volant. Volant's been a little suspicious all around and has a very clear grudge against, like, non-magician acts taking the limelight. I don't know why they make him shoot Latus. But he also has a history of doing, like, perhaps criminal escapes. So maybe Latus is investigating him? I don't know. There's lots of options here. But that kind of dramatic flair, very, very much Volant. And we know now that Volant was directly involved in setting up illusions which were called out in the song lyrics. So, I don't know. I'm a little sus. I know, and I found it. You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me. I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it? Sometimes I worry about that girl. Oh, AI. My embarrassment quota for the US for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. I don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. I love Trucy. Only it works that way. It just bugs me to think that that little kid outsmarted me, and it makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct and he could have shot the revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lammermoor's testimony. And you're saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Speaking of devices, device. Do you think this could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. It's a transmitter. Press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Let me try pressing this switch. Looked like a burner. Ouch! It's on fire! Oh, this device is on fire! What's the big idea? Ah. I don't really know what this is, an igniter. This part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. And don't look at me like that, I didn't do it on purpose. So I suppose, at least, we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Paula, let's ask Emma more about this switch. Oh, she has some first-hand experience. So, this is in the piano. Very clear now. It's in the piano. When a particular note is played, exactly. Oh, Emma. She wants to do forensic science, but she also doesn't want to do anything. Very funny. I'm assuming set up to trigger on playing a certain note. Note is played during the song, triggers, and fires the guitar. The question is, how did it get out of the guitar underneath the sofa? That's the only question right now. You trying to burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. Says you. You weren't the one holding it. There's no sparks flying around here just with you two talking. Anyway. Now we know this is a remote for an igniter. You see that for a second? Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. Wow, that's crazy. A transmitter, huh? A remote trigger updated in the court record. Incidentally, if you look at that cross-section diagram of the stage area... Oh god. Let's see, 30 feet from the Memorial's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage. I don't seem unlikely anyone uses on stage. Form diagram added... Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho! Guess I best be getting on with my investigation. Or else I can work clues elsewhere then. I best feel better just knowing what this thing is now. Look into the igniters a bit more later. Good luck. I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. Alright, let's observe. So we're observing this diagram. We'll just like observe for a second, right? I'm just gonna like observe for a second. I'm just gonna observe for a moment. I don't know, it doesn't tell us a lot. It does tell us that if this is Lammeror's dressing room, it's possible she heard Darian over the headsets. That's what I think this, especially if she's here. I just don't know if she's here or if she's here. Because if she's here, she could definitely have heard Darian. If she's here, she could not. Ooh, this is neat. All these little parts, it's pretty complex. I'm guessing this is where the fire comes out. Other than that, I think machines aren't, even if we don't know how they work. That is an incredible statement. That is a truly incredible statement. She's right about that, but that is like a shocking insight of modern life. So true, and yet also describes Warhammer 40k very well. That's what Daddy always says. Not really a saying you want to go around repeating, Trizzy. No, I think it bears repeating. You don't need to know how it worked to use it. Yes, Warhammer 40k is extremely this. Okay. Technology is very cool. Okay, let's present the igniter. He does not care. He does not care. I will say it is very interesting that we've had a very different approach to where evidence stays in this game. In prior games, for the most part, evidence goes in our pockets. When we take the evidence, we just take it with us because we have a very loose relationship with crime scene rules. Here, though, it looks like evidence is mostly records of the evidence because it was very clear that the headset remained on the ground. The revolver remained on the ground. And yeah, those in particular. So that I don't believe we are literally carrying these things with us as we have in the past. And the brooch as well, excuse me. These things all stayed where they were. Look, on the laugh of the murderer. Darian. That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect. Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It is a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out. And then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi's rock solid, rock solid. So about your alibi, you have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. Music was blaring when we heard those gunshots and found Mr. Latouche dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too, right there on that stage. I mean, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed too. Like, he was literally on stage, right? If he's the murderer, I'm not saying he deserves it, but like, some like deep shenanigans were afoot. If he managed to, while he was on stage, personally also be elsewhere, unless there's a twin involved. Start playing with something else. Thanks, little lady. See? Whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they're not letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamarar's fault. She was the one who said that she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old little windbag. How could she possibly identify me? Well, I think I know why. They won't let you work? You won't let me work. Gavin, so I gotta lie low till the suspicion's cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin, a stick in the mud? He make all flashing and shilly, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him when whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? When there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part's off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah. It was you, Darian. Just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Gaviners are the best. I have all your albums. The band's fine too. Gavin can't write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. Prosecutor's office, huh? Data the victim should come competent from Interpol. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Right on. Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. Tell him I went into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, great. Well, anyone still can have some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. Let's not talk to him anymore, alright? No, it's true. It's true. Detective Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Oh. I was gonna, like, present him with stuff, but I guess not. No, that is a very fun thing about Clavier. Like, he's this, you know, this faux rock god, and he parties, and he's jamming. But even more than, you know, the majority of Edgeworth's career, he is aggressively committed to uncovering the truth in the courtroom. Like, he does not care about his record, which is very interesting. Like, through all of the original trilogy, we've had, you know, almost every opposing prosecutor deeply concerned with their record. Very, very deeply concerned with being correct and winning. I don't think Gavin cares about winning. He does care a lot about getting the facts of the case. But he doesn't care as much. He wants to win, don't get me wrong. But he doesn't care as much as, like, Edgeworth and crew. Oh my god. Speaking of Edgeworth's office, this is not Edgeworth's office. Decidedly. Look at this. Okay. So this is it. The Governor's head office. It's not the band's office, the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, what is this creepy thing, object, whatever? So Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. Oh well, I guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet, like. That's eavesdropping. Why? We'd just be waiting quietly so they won't notice. What if we hear something that scans with the band? She'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag. What? A replica? So, why was he after in the first place? Yeah, Latus. Latus? Look, don't talk to me about those Borginians, okay? Just give me that report. Chop chop. Dude, Clavier's been very weird about the Borginians, okay? I'm just saying. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like this when I start to miss Darian. Huh? Oh, hiya. Tee. Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad. How could I be? There's not enough tee in the world in any case. Who does this man think he is? Who does this man think he is? That's the funniest thing I've seen all day. Incredible. Hold on. That's really good. Yeah, sorry. I guess Godot didn't have like an extreme need to like win the most. But anybody involved with the Von Karmas was like deeply concerned with, which you know was 3 of our opponents, deeply concerned with winning the courtroom. Have a seat, Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. True. That's fair. So who have you come to see, huh? Clavier, lead vocalist of the Gaviners, or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom? What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can have that at the concert, or the case. Which way to go? Oh, nice, okay. Yes, exactly. That reminds me, did you see the paper today? Yes. I always read the TV section. Good girl. How about you, her forehead? I love that he calls this head her forehead. I read the funnies. Then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, the Prosecutor's Deadly Song? Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one. Not a show, it's an article, news, you know? Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Just getting back from the trail my phone's been ringing off the hook. How's it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? You can sing to me over the phone? You ever spent a night in a graveyard? What's the tallest man you've ever seen? You ever hummed a man all the way to death row?
Mall into a huge parking area and realized you'd forgotten where you parked your car.
Ever gone mountain biking?
What do you want to be when you grow up? What's the right tip?
You called a plumber to your home lately? I'll flip it for you.
How much money would it take to make you spend a night in the cemetery? You display this as a trophy? You have a pet?
How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Endless, thanks to the case you made it today, of course. Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey, Got a newspaper over there too? Ah, yes, the Virginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. Thanks, but I can't read Virginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say, this is big news over there as well, though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics of my song. Probably no one in Virginia could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. Their journalists didn't see the need to mention it. That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. It doesn't mention the lyrics of Lammermoor's ballad. translation issue? Let me cook on that a little bit. I know Apollo specifically said like he doesn't trust translators, which is a weird note to have in a game that's known for having a lot of translation in it. But if it was case related, maybe. Well, MR system will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine, which is why I've had Darian sit down from the investigation for now. Yeah, we ran into him. I'm moping in front of the Coliseum. Lemro was my invited guest, so it's a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case quickly, if possible. I really love that song. It was such a great atmosphere to it. You collaborated with Lemro, if I remember correctly. That's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour Virginia's legal system, as a matter of fact. That's when you heard Lemro's voice. I was at a small jazz club, and I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. This guy. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, right then, backstage. Melanchi on piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lemurar. The music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo, say. And it is a memory I hold dear, and the song I wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump, it's a piece of history, and it's only brown, not really charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could. Why does guitar suddenly catch on fire? Bro? I think it showed us your charred, I mean slightly burnt guitar. I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. It's guitar from the concert, isn't it? That was almost staff laying a gag on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar incidentally. Oh, did you find anything out? Didn't have a lot of times it was still unclear, but the results he came with were intriguing. Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about. What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? Gum? Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang? So he put it on the plate for later consumption? You'd think a rock star could afford a fresh stick. Don't jump to conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? It's like a lump of plastic? Wait, that phone call. Yes, that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever. A replica? Prosecutor Gavin, something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who? Us? No. Perish the thought. That'd be a good thumbnail to do. Who? Us? And then, I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. You were the one digging for a scandal, Mr. Porter. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is, but apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after. This lump. Would you mind telling us what you do know about it? Okay, let's be 2 more dialogue options. Oh, look at all the guitars. Why so many? You can never have too many guitars. They are like my lovers. Yeah? Didn't just hear him say that. They're backup guitars, Apollo. Don't you know anything? Rock and roll has always smashed the guitars at the end of a show. No wonder it's hard to make it as a musician. You know what? You should try rocking a little, Apollo. And breaking guitars while he watches, that'd be a little too much rocking. Of course, I would never do such a thing. Did I not say they're like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to the ones he loves? No, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor. What happened to Prosecutor Gavin, God of Rock? What's wrong, Apollo? I'm so confused. I was just wondering where the work chair in this office was. You're looking at my favorite chair right now. It's a massage chair, isn't it? That is an ergonomic, adjustable office. I love the ones with the vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great. Did I say something wrong? No, I merely realized that for people don't even explanation. My man shelled out $3K for his Herman Miller, and they're like, yo, like at the mall, like there's no shot Trucy and Apollo understand the value of the Herman Miller he purchased. The view was exhilarating. Yeah, I sat here gazing down upon the city, writing my songs, try working on cases. It is the same thing. Nope. Oh, try working on cases. Apollo, interjection. I write lyrics the same way I corroborate evidence. There's a harmony between the logical mind and the primal spirit within. Is it so hard to admit that you like staring out your window and daydreaming? Wow, look at that stereo. 3K, try 10K, by the way. To me, a life without music is inconceivable. I'll never turn down the volume, even when I'm working on a case. Please don't damage your ears. That's such a huge speaker. It must be really loud. This room is completely soundproof, of course. Really? At my place, I can hear when the neighbors turn the VCR on to record something. Maybe you should give Mr. Wright to talk to them. Work something out. And lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training. Maybe I'll read Mr. Wright too. Display shows all the evidence for the case. Look, Apollo, he's got 3 televisions. This has been so good. This has been one of the best scenes in the game so far. Hey, don't look at those too closely. I'm still sorting out the details. Each monitor shows evidence for a different case. He does them all at once? That no shot. I wish I had 3 TVs. What would you possibly do with 3 television sets? I may look laid back and relaxed, but in reality, I'm quite busy, you know. I'm living life at turbo speed, doing magic, going to school, investigating cases. But she's going to school? But if I had 3 big TVs, I could watch a magic video, do my homework, and catch a crime drama all at once. The first 2 seem useful, I suppose. 2 more? Beautiful. Alright, strange one first, then guitar. It's found in Mr. Lucius's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. Replica. Also, yeah, Guilty Love is so good. It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of? It looks like an opal or something. You mean whatever Mr. Latus is after? That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Fraulein. Oh? If you don't want to tell us, you could just say so. I've put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia, but apparently there is a block in information somewhere along the chain. Oh? There's something either Interpol or Virginia doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Latus went through all that trouble to become Lamour's manager, just to come to this country to find out more about this lump, and he died for it. I sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lamour. Perhaps she knows something about it being a Virginian. She's like, oh, of course, that's the Virginian Royal Opal. You know, what the... That was surprising. Everybody's seen that clip of Corone jumping at the soap. But that's how I feel about this. Sample, huh? That's what they put a big enough label on it? Maybe it's to keep people from eating it by mistake. I don't think it was an otherwise tasty, multicolored lump of plastic. Maybe it's the manufacturer sample toys when you can't afford the real thing? Sounds like something Mr. Wright would like. A beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like an Amorar. I ended up here, and she gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. This guitar is from Virginia. That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamour's studio. What? Microplastics. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. What? Pristine and untouched. Is that legal? See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. It's a valuable guitar, so bad it got burned. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar? Slightly scorched, and then there's this. It's burned clean through. Yeah, it's pretty much a useless piece of junk. Kind of like you after a trial, Apollo. Which part? The burn clean through or the useless piece of junk? That's right! What was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole. Ah, that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes, this in fact. Fascinating! It looks like I was right! The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however, so he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Huh. Odd, the device looks strangely familiar. Crazy! About this remote. Wait, excuse me? Did you say something? This remote control might be valuable ammunition for the trial tomorrow. It's too early to show my hand now. You would think someone with such a loud voice to speak more clearly, yeah? It has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It's at the crime scene in Lamara's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime. What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I might be able to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, head or forehead. Thanks? Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information about the strange lump of plastic, the one that Mr. Latouche was investigating. Yeah, that's right. Been thinking, head forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us, not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That's why I try to at least remain simple inside. So true. And keep a simple goal to discover the truth. I told you. I told you. Because I... And that's why they keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Fräulein? I can ask you why you sing in a band. Ah, because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the streets. And that's pretty simple, too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do another time, perhaps. That was, like I said, very, very, very different prosecutor than we've dealt with before. This is really interesting. Very interesting. It's almost collaborative, the process. I think we show him the opal. Just kidding. Just kidding. It looks like Machi's in questioning. Damn it. We must have an Virginian interpreter. That's no fair. I wish we could talk to him. I guess we'll just have to come back later if we want to see him. I guess so. Welp. Oh, it's you. Came at a good time. Hello there, Emma. What's up? Either of you know where Lamarar is? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah, that's strange. That's strange. I can't find her anywhere. I'm supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. Lamarar's missing? Hard to imagine her wandering out somewhere on her own, being that she's blind and all. Yeah, well, I'll help you look for her. Great, thanks. Place is deserted. I wonder where Lamara went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful, I guess, but I can't help but worry about her a little. I had a brief, like, heart skip moment because I was like, what if we, like, get jump scared by her corpse or something? It was like, I slowly opened the door type moment. No. No. Huh? Stage is pitch dark. The power breaker must be off for this section. Great. I'll go get someone. Okay. Okay, so it's really dark out there. Dark. That's all Lamror has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo? Hey, Apollo? I was born in the dark, molded by it. Huh? What? Apollo, I am the knight. She does look like Batman here. Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like something's changed? The tower was missing earlier. Nothing else seems different to me changed. I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about? The guitar case. Hey, that case, wasn't that open before? Bro, no. No shot. No shot. I knew someone closed it. Oh, it's tense. It's tense. Wait, look where the case closes. Something sticking out. Wait, that doesn't look like an instrument. Wait, where the case... circle and red, case closes, point to Detective Conan. You don't think it's... Let's open it, Apollo. Oh, shit! Lamror! Emma, we have to get Emma. No way. Taking her to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. She was just clung to my arm and cried, and me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. Dude, you can't be here. You can't, no. You can't take me back here. I was feeling tense for a moment, and now I'm feeling tense for a different reason. Emma, how's Lamror? Is she okay? We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So she's okay? Yes, she came to a short while ago. Found her before it was too late. That's good to hear. So what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on that forehead. They had her forehead struck her? By who? We don't know. They hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could you know? How could you guys see? Oh. Right, so would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. Oh my god. Oh, we're just outside, okay. Lamror! Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? Wait, caught which? With the case? Or something else? Yeah. Look, I'm paying attention, okay? I do my best. I may not think to present the same piece of evidence twice, but I pay attention. Hello, Bloom. Objection. After I spoke with you in front of the dressing room, I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. When I returned to my dressing room, you were hit. I knew that very moment. I knew the assailant was trying to kill me. Whoa! Oh, my pen just exploded. Wait, which red herring? I gotta be honest, sometimes when I'm streaming, I'm very much not thinking about what I was just talking about. It's very easy just to like lose the last couple minutes of me speaking. So if I'm ever like, what did I just say 10 seconds ago? Because I don't know. Ooh, I need some fish. I need fish. No. It was lucky for me the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. I gotta reach the stage first. Why the stage? I'd overheard maintenance people talking. Power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Stop! Stop! I have to leave. I have to leave right now. You think the darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. molded by it. Bane says that, right? Am I losing my mind? Bane says the darkness is my ally? No, he says you think the darkness is your ally, right? I have to go. Oh my god. There's like a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid. Why is there a contrabass in the rock band? Is also my other question. And so my assailant couldn't see you. Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Oh, that sounds like a really close call. That makes sense. Any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. And yet, when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must consider that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo, so that means it was likely an adult and probably a man. Could it be him? But why would anyone attack you, Lamaror? The detective asked me this too, and to her I gave the same answer I gave you. I do not know. Wait, what was the red herring? I'm trying to remember now. I feel like I probably called it out too. I just can't remember anything. But yeah, it just I am not processing my thoughts for later, really. I'll probably recover from the attack. She looks like she's had a rough day. I'll just put this piece of evidence away for later. I don't really want to examine this office. Do I ever speak in Nintendo game highlighted words? No, I never do. The nurse watches Hawklake from the reception desk. If you glance whenever I talk, my voice carries? I got a good feeling about this. Damn. Should we tell Gavin, maybe? Nope, we should not. Sorry, no, that's entirely fair. We can. The impression I got was the excuse was she like was not accepting anything. Maybe we should present something else to her. Okay, that's the phrasing on the no was not helpful. Lemon, why don't you ask you about this? You know what this is? Oh god, I need to leave this office. This is... What? Mr. Latouche was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. Was after? You know, in his secret identity. As an undercover agent. So that's what he was doing. You mean, you know what? Yes, I know, of course. This must be... Virginian cocoon. Oh, sorry, a Virginian cocoon. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of a Virginian cocoon before? Why did he be carrying this around? Was this some kind of souvenir? I wonder. Well, they call it Virginian. It must only be found in Virginia. For certain, all in Virginia know of these. It's a cocoon, so do you get silk from it? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. All in Virginia knew of these. Well, she's not from Virginia, though, right? There is one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Virginia know. What's that? The cocoons. Oh, sorry, the cocoons. They are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. Oh. To death? Why? I do not know. Yet, if an Interpol was involved, I'm sure there's a good reason. But this just a piece of plastic. Trucy is good. He was carrying a replica, looking for the real deal. Are we gonna stop this bit? That's my best guess. Anybody ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses? I did for like 2 hours once. And just regarding this Apollo line here. I remember very little about Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, to be clear. What I do remember, though, is I believe the isekai equivalent of Maximilian Pegasus. I think it's Pegasus, at least. There's an NPC, at least, at minimum. You ask them about the location of Kaiba or somebody, and they respond with, "Me best guessed would be Stonehenge." And the full, like, it wasn't like Stonehenge had come up. It was out of the blue. Maybe Stonehenge, go to Stonehenge, and me best guess. The full breadth of that line has just stuck with me for like a decade. It's so important, I think. Let me Google it actually. Can we get this? Can we get the screen cap? There's no way this shows up. This is way too niche. Loading quotes. Oh my god! No, it's real. There we go. Put it in Discord. So that's what he's up to. Tracking down Borginian cocoon smuggling. Smuggling? Oh my god. This has gotten extremely... I thought it was like a royal jewel or something. This has gotten wildly out of hand. It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Ah, so you could have brought those Borginian cocoons with you. On my trips, yes, that was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latouche was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Virginia is a small and sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. Is that why they suspected you? But Mr. Latouche wasn't a Virginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? There must be some reason why Virginians want those cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion? Cocoon smuggling. Mitch Latouche had Lamar marked. It couldn't be her. Huh? There's one other person to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamar. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Virginian. Apollo? Would you come with us if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Oh, where are we going? Come on, Tracy. We're about to go to get to the bottom of this. I thought she was just in the hospital. Did she just leave? Okay, sure. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case. Machi. Could you interpret for us, Lamarar? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. And we still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I was completely fooled myself. Machi, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney, what do you mean by secret? What do you mean by secret? Well... If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Oh no. I'm trying to think of what exactly I'm thinking of referencing here when I'm doing the Nintendo highlighting noise. The Nintendo highlighting voice. It's something. It's like something like, you know, YTP of a employee training video or something like that. I don't know. It's something is in my head. I don't know what it is though. You got a reaction, a big one. Machi, you didn't. Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we don't need any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Lamar, please interpret. Very well. I know you knew something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution and have them look into it. He asked you to wait. Do not be so hasty. Machi? Yeah. 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 Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Don't tell us about it. Very well. Let's go. I will say, 8th Journey does a very good job of making mystery reveals feel really impactful. Like, the characters are freaking out, the music's intense. The mechanical side, the slight pause to new dialogue menu with only one option in it is really good for ratcheting up the tension. Like that move of like slight pause to collect ourselves, click dialogue, and then there's just one option in the center of the screen that says the cocoon. That's really, really impactful. I love that. I think that's really underrated. Like people like that's a oh, it's so good. What is a cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. Oh, is Big Pharma after it? A cure? Must cure some disease. The cure for incuritis. I wish I had like a macro to like zoom in on my face. A cure for incuritis. But if it's a cure, why keep it in Virginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. And that's what Machi's thinking about. I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well, at least we know what it is. A cure. Oh, I'm sorry. A cure. Mr. Latouche was after Cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Machi... Machi, you weren't. He couldn't be a smuggler, he's so little. Well, you're only 15, you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true, I am sort of a magician myself. She said sort of, oh, to have a copy? That's security camera tape. Yeah, unobtainium, yep. Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? Lemore was shocked enough she responded in Borginian. He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb. I wonder, do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it? To sell it to someone? Machi really did bring him to the country. Was he planning on making a deal for its sale? I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go into Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death. That's right, it's punishable by death. About the case? What about the case? Well, this also Mr. Latouche's death? This meeting's over. What? Darian? What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. There's a call for Machi from the Virginian embassy. No! This meeting is over. Sorry. Okay, so... That's actually really funny. This meeting's over. What do you mean? What's the prosecution doing? No, it's the embassy. I'm sorry. The meeting's over. We can't. He's got to go. Sorry, man. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call him back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving. Darian, wait. Never liked you, either of you. Huh? Darn it, you were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo. He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. Apollo. And there can only be one reason why. Why is everyone ignoring me? Trucy, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow in court. Wait, do I know? I don't know if I know. Oh, rip. It's interesting. I would say cases right now are going on average 2 hours per segment. Ugh. Okay. Well. Real quick, can somebody tell me if this is the last section of this case? I'm assuming it is. It feels like it should be. Okay, cool. I'm trying to plan out next week's schedule. Okay, we'll figure that out this weekend because we'll talk about that after we end the VOD too. But yeah, this has been a great case. Really good case. Really fun. The mystery's crazy. The tension's crazy. Lots of twists and turns. This has been a really good case. NPCs are strong. Very fun. Very, very fun. The only complaint is that some of the mechanical quirks are a little frustrating, like the presenting the item back to the NPC. That's frustrating, but aside from that though, banger. And I'm surprised it's only 4 episodes, to be honest with you. Because it feels like we need like a 5th episode. But is it usually only 4? I guess it's usually only 4. 4 is going to be long, I'm assuming, so. Cool. Good stuff. Hey. If you're watching this later and you want to see more, there should be a playlist around here. Well, I haven't been doing that on the stream VODs. If I can do it on the stream VODs, I'll go back and do that on the stream VODs. And if not, there's links down below to the stream, the main channel, and the VOD channel. Come check those things out, and also come by the Discord, most importantly. Discord's the place to be for updates that I post every night when I go live. You hear my videos through the Discord, news, polls, suggestions. Come to Discord is the place to find out about stuff. Other places, of course, as well, but consistently is Discord, so everything else might be behind. Hopefully, I will see you all very soon. True, A3 had the flashback case and 1 had the DLC case. Yeah, true, so it's usually 4. Okay, true. Very excited for the ending here. We're feeling good about predictions, feeling good about progress. This has been good stuff. It's been good stuff. Anyways, folks, I have been Essel. Hopefully, I will see you all live on the stream or in the VODs. If you have your thoughts and you want to leave some comments in the VODs, drop it below. Hopefully, I will see you very soon. Until next time, folks, enjoy yourselves and rest. Peace. Okay, that's the VOD, YouTube VOD, folks. Thank you for being here, YouTube. If you want to join us for more, of course, just come on by. Come on by whenever you want to. We're hanging out. So hopefully I'll see you all soon. And that's what we got. So Sunday night, we may not be on YouTube Sunday night if we're doing Content Kitchen. Stay tuned for more. Oh no, sorry. Sunday night we are not. Sunday night we will be on YouTube for the Katamari. I need to schedule that, put that on the official Discord calendar and stuff. So Katamari on Sunday, which will be our Content Kitchen and Katamari, and we'll do our planning for the next phase of the stream. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Until next time, folks, enjoy yourselves and rest.